there have been some late night brownie making and cookie making sessions, just to try to keep the levity in the situation, keep it fun, and because it's been stressful. To be honest, it's been very, very stressful. And so we're trying to look for some fun things to do.
My day has definitely changed from what I've been used to doing, waking up really early to go to Silver Wings practice and then go to school after. So I've tried to make a schedule for myself to keep it in order and make sure I'm getting my schoolwork done while also enjoying this time off and making sure to stay active and get outside and work out. So I tend to wake up probably a little later than I should, but I wake up and then I'll eat some food and start doing my schoolwork, which I haven't had a crazy amount of schoolwork, and the teachers have really made sure to not overload us, and they've given us like resources that we can use to make it a lot easier, because they know it's difficult for us to change from doing school with the teacher to all alone at home. So I do my work, and then I make sure I leave some time to get outside, go for a run, work out to make sure I'm getting out and being active and not just staying inside and doing schoolwork all day.
The other day, our dear friend down the street turned 50, so we organized a birthday parade for her, and Grace was the lead car driving us down, and we had decorations on the car, and we all made posters and dressed silly and had hats and horns and played fun music and surprised her with that. And it was so much fun because we were all dying to get out of the house, and we were socially distancing. We were appropriately, we were within the limits of the law, and we really she cried when she saw us, because it was so sad that we couldn't celebrate her in the way we'd had a big party planned and we couldn't do it. But it was a beautiful day, and everybody was dying to get out of the house, and it was so much fun. Grace's teacher, Mr. Hensley, he is her math teacher. And if you want to talk about him specifically.
He's done a really good job of making sure he lets us know how available he is to help us and be there for us. He's been sending daily emails about what's going on and checking in our families. He's set times to have Zooms if we have questions or need help, and he's just really made himself available, and he's really made it a lot easier of a process.
It makes it more human. It makes it more real when you speak to these wonderful LSD folks and you hear their voices. It really, really makes it more real and more personal and more wonderful just to hear. Specifically for Hebron, one of the things that jumped out for both Bill and I, and for both Bethany and Grace, they sent out a great video the other day. And it highlighted our principal, Amy Bowden, and it highlighted so many teachers and coaches. And there were video clips from each teacher, not each teacher, but lots and lots of teachers. And it showed their families, it showed their homes, showed their kids. And they just said, "Hi, we miss you. Hi, we can't wait to see you again. I hope you're safe." It was so personal and so endearing, and I teared up. I can barely talk about it now, because it was so special that they took the time to send in these little clips, and they compiled them and sent them to the families from Hebron. And it just showed how they care about these families that are all part of the Hebron and the LISD community. They care so much about our kids, and that's the community and the love and the caliber of teachers that LISD has. And that is what you don't get at every school district. You just don't. And so I value that as a parent. I know that our friends here value that. In our community, we talk about it all the time, that we are so blessed to have that caliber of teacher and administrator here.
The teachers have really gone above and beyond and shown that they care and that they're there for us to help us with whatever we need. And without that, I think it would have been a lot harder to transition to this online learning, since it is so different. And I just think they've done a great job of building strong bonds with us and showing us that they care and that they'll help us and be there. And without that, it would have been a lot harder.
It is a very challenging time. It's different, and we just need to figure out what works for us and what works for our family the best.
Hi, I'm Grace Kula, and I'm a proud Hebron Hawk of the class of 2021.